Hi guys, 15 Olives here again, and I finally got my new equipment in the mail. So today I will be recording on my new Blue Yeti microphone, which I'm really excited about. And I have a new video camera, but I'm still new to recording videos, and I couldn't quite figure out how to get it all set up, so it's sitting next to me. But I'll probably start using that for the next video. I just wanted to put something out since it had been a week since I put out my first video. And to all of you who watched my first video and made really kind comments or subscribed, I just want to say thank you. And I'm really excited to be making videos, and I hope that these videos will help you sleep better. So tonight I thought it would be really interesting to make a video showing seashells that I've collected from different places. Some of these seashells are from Florida, and some of them are from Alabama, and some of them are from a beach in Miami. So they're from different places, and it's just a little bowl of things that I keep. My family always really enjoys trips to the ocean because I live in Wyoming and there's not a whole lot of water around that isn't man-made or far away from where I am. So we're always excited to go collect seashells and to see ocean life and things like that. So the first one I want to show you is this shell. And it actually has little pieces inside that you can hear rattle if you shake it. But I can't ever quite seem to get the little pieces out. But there is a large hole in the back and a beautiful star design on the front. It's very pretty and very big. You can see, if I had a starfish nose, I would have a very, very big nose. I also have green and clear pieces of sea glass. I think I had some brown at one point, but I don't know where it went. So as you can see, there's a lighter green piece here and some darker green pieces and some clear pieces. Sea glass always reminds me of the movie Spanglish, which was one of the Adam Sandler movies I really liked, where he offers two children and his housekeeper's child money for finding sea glass, and he gives them different amounts for each color, and the little girl spends all day looking for sea glass and ends up with a very large amount of money owed to her, which makes her mother very angry and kind of overwhelms Adam Sandler's character. So I always thought that was pretty amusing. I also have some larger shells that are just flat shells, and it's very rare to find the whole things places I've visited, so I usually only get half of the shell, which is still exciting. I also have some sea coral. Very pretty and full of holes. I think this is your brain on drugs. Probably. If you do them long enough. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, it's just a joke. But they do kind of look like brains. Little tiny brains. My favorite shells are the ones that are smooth and shiny. And perfectly intact. Which are, of course, difficult to find when you're visiting tourist beaches where people spend the whole day picking shells. But I have two small white ones that are a little bit swirly. I don't know if you can see, but they're my favorite because they're so perfect and tiny. I've also collected and saved some sea plants, which maybe are not holding up so well after all this time, but I still think they're beautiful. It's also the first shell that I showed you. Its little brother. So this is the original shell. And this is its baby brother shell. And it's got pieces inside too, but you can't hear them very well. I found a little piece of wood. I think it's wood. Or a plant or something. I don't think it's dense enough to be a shell. But I thought it was interesting. Kind of looks like a little birdie foot. Peep, 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 peep. There's this big piece. Kind of looks like very large saber-toothed tiger tooth or something. If I had vampire fangs this big, it would probably be very embarrassing. Just like your blood from a very long distance. There's one shell that I have both pieces to. It looked like a shell I showed you earlier. And this always makes me think of castanets, because I'm a musician, and everything's musical when you're a musician, or when you love music. I can picture Spanish dancing, and stomping, and skirt twirling when I think of castanets. This piece of clear sea glass is interesting because, as you can see, it's textured, which I thought was really cool. I think about where it came from and what it was originally. And now it's in my house in a bowl. And tonight, it's on YouTube. Sometimes I intentionally search for shells that have holes so I can try to make jewelry out of them, because I love making jewelry. And I find a lot that look like this. And also sometimes just parts of shells that have holes. A lot of the shells I have are white, but I have some that are tan. These are pretty similar. Some of them are white with tan in them. My mom has a poster of shells that she keeps in her bathroom. Sorry, my feet are falling asleep, as hopefully you are. And this poster has all sorts of shells, and their names and pictures. And you think I would know more shell names, but I don't. And I don't want to get slammed in the comments for making ignorant assumptions about the type of shell I possess. But if any of you can identify any of these shells, then by all means, you should post that in the comments. I really love shells that are completely whole, whether big or small, or colorful, or not colorful. There are some other little pieces in that one, probably from the sea plants, that I should get rid of. But sometimes it's hard to get rid of things that nostalgic for you. I think that's why sometimes we tend to keep clothes long after they don't fit us anymore. Or letters from people that we don't talk to anymore. It's difficult to quietly dig through shells in a bowl, but I hope the sound is relaxing. One shell that I think is really interesting is this one, which I think is coral, but it looks like a mouth, kind of. So it could either be a happy face or a sad face or a very strange eyebrow, or maybe just a shell. When pieces of shells break off and become smooth, sometimes they make interesting shapes. And this makes me think of a shark's mouth, maybe like the bottom, because of the ridges. To me, it sounds kind of like a purring cat when I do that. I intended to make another YouTube video much earlier this week, but I've been working a lot because my local Applebee's, where I work right now, has undergone some revitalizations in the restaurant. So we had a corporate team come down and train us or retrain us in some things, and the staff had to come in and help to clean the restaurant from top to bottom and help put in some new tables and other things. I spent a couple hours staining wood. So, after closing, I would come in the morning for various meetings or other things, and it made for a very long week. Plus, I have a baby pug named Olive, and I've posted 2 videos of Olive and I playing in the rain. She's about 11 weeks old, and she's my first child. On my downtime during the week, I have been watching Orange is the New Black, in case you haven't seen it or heard of it. It's a Netflix original show, and it's about a woman who committed a crime, a fairly minor crime, quite a few years ago, I think about 10 years ago, and then she gets in trouble because one of her accomplices ratted her out, and she goes to federal prison, but she doesn't fit in very well because she's kind of what the show would call a yuppie, hippie type of person who eats at Whole Foods and does yoga, maybe, and things like that. And she's very pretty and blonde. And so it's just about the different situations that she gets herself into because she's such a fish out of water. And if you have Netflix, it definitely is worth checking out. I just finished season 1, and it only took me about 24 hours exactly to finish 13-hour-long episodes. I have to be careful when I start a new series because I will shut myself in and finish it instead of going out and being social like I probably should. But as a waitress, sometimes I think I get enough social time. Any of you who've been waitresses, you understand. Anyway, I'll put the shells away and reposition my legs since they're still falling asleep. As again, I hope you are. And just make some noises that will hopefully soothe you. Somebody asked that I tap on my computer. They asked about my camera, actually, but since my computer is my camera, I'm going to tap on my microphone because it makes perfect logical sense. So hopefully this isn't too loud. I haven't had much time to experiment with my Blue Yeti, but so far I'm pleased with the purchase. And I researched a lot before I purchased anything. And I'm still learning how certain technologies work, like microphones, because although I am a singer and a performer, and I know how to produce really good sound with a microphone, I don't necessarily know how to set it up and how to create binaural sounds, or if my microphone is even capable of that. So if you have any advice or help, I would appreciate it in the comments. Tap on my laptop a little bit too. in food service who has long acrylic nails. I always disliked it when they would tap on things, like the stainless steel counters. But now that I'm older and a little wiser, hopefully, I spend my time watching videos where people tap on things. Life is kind of funny that way. I'm also tapping on the plastic table that my computer is setting on. I currently have my microphone sitting on the ground and my laptop sitting on this plastic table because I don't have a lot of places in this house where I can comfortably sit in front of something like a counter or a table that is at a good level, because I've found if you film from too low of an angle as a lady, you have a tendency to look like you have a beautiful double chin, even if you don't. Maybe some gentlemen struggle with that too. My first video was a kissing video because I couldn't find a ton of kissing videos, and that is a very strong trigger for me. But another sound that I really find pleasing is the sk sound. And so, for the last part of my video, I'm going to make sounds with my mouth. Probably mostly sk sounds. I was watching a video from another ASMR artist, and they were saying something about a kitty, and I forget what the other part was, but it was really funny, so I'll just improvise some sounds, and we'll see if anything silly comes out of it. So here we go. Sk, 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 sk. And I'm kind of used to it now that I've been listening to ASMR videos for almost 3 years. I still find myself trying to reassure people that it's not weird. And because most of the people I explain it to have really good manners, they usually just shake their heads like, okay. So if any of you out there are explaining ASMR to people who don't know what it is yet, and you're met with looks like this, then you're not alone. I actually had a friend named James who, as a joke, made a short ASMR video for me about a year ago, or 2 years ago, I don't remember. And it was a video kind of mocking ASMR a little bit, or just teasing me, really. All done very kindly and in good humor. But the funny thing is, I totally thought when I watched his video that he would make a really great ASMR artist. So for my friend James, if you're watching this, you should make some videos too. The very first artist I watched that was ASMR was a complete accident.